pretend fine at your place. So children, do you remember what we have done in our last lecture? Yes, is there anybody who can tell me what we have done in our last lecture? Okay, so children, we have done addition and subtraction of fractions. We have added the fractions, we have subtracted the fractions, and we have also added the mixed fraction. Okay, now we have to start with multiplication of fractions. Okay, in our last lecture we have done properties of addition and subtraction of fractions also. I hope the concept of addition and subtraction of fractions is clear to you all. So now we are going to start with multiplication of fractions, and there are three ways to multiply the fractions, or you can say there are three cases to multiply the fractions. The very first case is multiplication as repeated addition of fractions, right? Then multiplication of a fraction by another fraction. After that we have multiplication of fraction by a whole number. The very first case is multiplication as repeated addition of fractions. When we have given the fractions like 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. So how many times the fractions 1 by 3 is given here? We have given the fraction 3 times. So how we will do this? We will do this as this 1 by 3 is getting repeated 3 times. So we will multiply this 1 by 3 by 3. Okay. So this is called multiplication as repeated addition of fractions. After that, the second case is multiplication of a fraction by another fraction. When we have to multiply a fraction by another fraction. So suppose we have given 1 by 4 and we have to multiply by 1 by 3. So this is the second case when we have to multiply a given fraction by another fraction, right? After that, the third case is multiplication of fraction by a whole number. When we have to multiply a fraction by a whole number. So suppose you have given 4 by 3 and we have to multiply by 8. So this 8 is a whole number and 4 by 3 is a fraction. So children, multiplication as repeated addition of fraction is clear to you all. I hope it's clear to you all. Then these two cases, multiplication of fraction by another fraction and multiplication of fraction by a whole number. For these two cases, I am going to attach a clip. Just go through that clip and you will understand this concept in a better way. So let's enjoy this clip now.
Hello children. Today let us learn a new topic, multiplication of a fraction by a whole number. Look at this rectangle. It is divided into 8 equal parts. That means each part is 1/8 of the rectangle. Now let us find out what part of the rectangle is shaded. Here the number of shaded parts are 3. Hence the total shaded part is 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8. This is the addition statement. Also, as there are 3 shaded parts, each being 1/8 of the rectangle, so we can say that the total shaded part is equal to 3 times 1/8, which is equal to 3 into 1/8. This is the multiplication statement. Thus, putting all statements together, we write it as 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 is equal to 3 times 1/8 is equal to 3 upon 8. Therefore, the whole number into numerator upon denominator will give us the answer. Thus, 3 into 1/8 is equal to 3 upon 8. Thus, 3 upon 8 is the fraction for the shaded part. Kids, remember, 1. The product of a fraction and 1 is always the fraction. 2. The product of a fraction and 0 is always 0. Now, let us solve one story problem. Minnie eats 5 upon 4 chocolates every day. How many chocolates does she eat in 3 days? So, we write the statements as every day Minnie eats 5 upon 4 chocolates. Total number of days is equal to 3 days. Total number of chocolates that she eats in 3 days is equal to 3 into 5 upon 4. So, to find the answer, we use the formula whole number into numerator upon denominator. Therefore, 3 into 5 upon 4 is equal to 15 upon 4. Thus, Minnie eats 15 upon 4 chocolates in 3 days. Let us learn multiplication of a fraction by a fraction. Here, to multiply a fraction by another fraction, we have to just find the product of the numerators divided by the product of the denominators. Let us take an example. 4 upon 7 into 3 upon 4 is equal to 4 into 3 upon 7 into 4. Further, simplify by reducing 4 from the numerator and denominator. Thus, we get 1 into 3 upon 7 into 1, which is equal to 3 upon 7. Now, let us multiply two mixed numbers. Step 1. Change the mixed numbers to improper fractions. Here, we get the improper fractions as 35 upon 8 into 18 upon 5. Step 2. Divide the product of numerators by the product of denominators. That is, 35 into 18 upon 8 into 5. Step 3. Simplify. Here, we reduce all the numbers from the numerator and denominator to their lowest terms. Thus, we get 7 into 9 upon 4 into 1, which is equal to 63 upon 4. Step 4 is changing the improper fraction back to a mixed number. Thus, we get the mixed number as 15 and 3 upon 4, which is the answer. Kids, why not try solving one story problem? Let us begin. Eliza walks 3 upon 4 kilometers in an hour. How much distance does she cover in 4.5 hours? So, we write the statements as in 1 hour, Eliza walks 3 upon 4 kilometers. Total number of hours she walks is equal to 4.5 hours. Distance covered in 4.5 hours is equal to 3 upon 4 into 4.5. To find the answer, we begin with the conversion of the mixed number to an improper fraction. We get 3 upon 4 into 9 upon 2. Now, find the product of numerators divided by the product of denominators, which gives 27 upon 8. Finally, let us change the improper fraction to a mixed number. Thus, we get 3 and 3 upon 8. Thus, Eliza covered 3 and 3 upon 8 kilometers in 4.5 hours.
I hope you all liked this video and you all now understood the concept of multiplication of a fraction by a whole number and multiplication of a fraction by another fraction. So now let us start with the exercise questions. The first question of exercise 4.4 is multiply the fractions by the whole number. Here we have to find out the multiplication. Here we have to do the multiplication of a fraction with the whole number. So A part is 4 by 5 multiplied by 20. So children, as we all can see that this 5 and 20 both are divisible by 5. 5 and 20 both have common factor 5. First of all, we will write this 20 as 20 by 1 because 20 by 1 is equal to 20 itself. So we can write it as 20 by 1. Now this 5 and 20 both are divisible by 5. So we will divide this denominator and this numerator both by 5. So 5 ones are 5 and 5 fours are 20. Right? After that we will multiply the remaining part. So 4 fours are 16 and 1 ones are 1. So our answer is 16. Okay. After that let's come to B part. 2 by 4 multiplied by 8 and we can write 8 as 8 by 1. Okay. Now again this denominator 4 and this numerator 8 both are divisible by 4. It means they have common factor 4. So we can divide this 4 and 8 both by 4. So 4 ones are 4 and 4 twos are 8. Now we can multiply 2 twos are 4 and 1 ones are 1. So our answer will be 4. Okay. And children, if there is not any common factor of this denominator and numerator, then you will directly multiply it. Okay. Now let's come to C part. 7 by 9 multiplied by 3 and we can write it as 3 by 1. Okay. Now again this 9 and 3 both are divisible by 3. So we can divide it by 3. So 3 threes are 9 and 3 ones are 3. So after that we can multiply it. 7 ones are 7 and 3 ones are 3. So 7 by 3 is our answer. Okay. So children, there are 8 parts in all the questions of this exercise. Question number 1, 2 and 3. In all the 3 questions there are 8 parts. But we are going to do only 6 parts. Okay. 3 parts I have explained you and rest of the 3 parts you have to try to do yourself. Right. Now let's come to next question. Question number 2. Yes, the second question here is find the product of the following fractions. Here we have to find out the product of the given fractions. And the A part is 1 by 5 multiplied by 5 by 6. So this is the question. Now children, we all can see that this 5, this denominator 5 and this numerator 5 both have common factor 5. So it means both are divisible by 5. So we can divide these both 5 by 5. When we will divide 5 by 5, we will get 1 and here also we will get 1. Now we can multiply 1 ones are 1 and 1 6 are 6. So the answer is 1 by 6. Okay. Now let's come to B part. 8 by 9 multiplied by 3 by 4. And again we all can see that this numerator 8 and this denominator 4 both are divisible by 4. It means 4 is the common factor of this 8 and this 4. Now we can divide this 8 and 4 by 4. So when we will divide this 8 by 4, we will get 2 and when we will divide this 4 by 4, we will get 1. Likewise, this 9 and 3 both are divisible by 3. It means they have the common factor 3. So we can divide this 9 and 3 both by 3. So 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9. Now the remaining part we have is 2 by 3 multiplied by 1 by 1, and that is equal to 2 ones are 2 and 3 ones are 3. So the answer is 2 by 3. Okay. Now let's come to C part. 3 by 8 multiplied by 5 by 6. And as we all can see, this 3 and 6 both are divisible by 3. So we can divide this 3 and 6 by 3. 3 ones are 3 and 3 twos are 6. Now this 5 and 8, they do not have any common factor. They have the common factor 1. So we will not divide this numerator and denominator by any number. Okay. So now the remaining part we have is 1 5s are 5 and 2 8s are 16. So the answer is 5 by 16. Okay. Now again I have explained you the 3 parts A, B and C part of question number 2, and rest of the 3 parts you have to try to do yourself. Right? Now let's come to third question. After that, question number 3 is solve the following fractions. In this question I have taken again 3 parts. 2 4 by 5 multiplied by 5 by 6. A part is 2 4 by 5 multiplied by 5 by 6. As 2 4 by 5 is a mixed fraction, so first of all we will convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction. So let us start converting it. 5 multiplied by 2 plus 4 by 5, and this will remain as it is, multiplied by 5 by 6. Now 5 twos are 10 and 10 plus 4 14. 14 by 5 multiplied by 5 by 6. Now as we all can see that this 5 and this 5 both are divisible by 5. So we can cut them, we can divide them by 5. 5 ones are 5 and 5 ones are 5. After that this 14 and 6 both are divisible by 2. 14 and 6 have common factor 2. So we can divide this 14 and 6 by 2. 2 3s are 6 and 2 7s are 14. Now the remaining portion we have is 7 by 1 multiplied by 1 by 3, and which is equal to 7 ones are 7 and 3 ones are 3. So the answer is 7 by 3. Okay. Now let's come to B part. Here we have B part and the question is 3 by 5 multiplied by 7 1 by 7. So we will convert this 7 1 by 7 to improper fraction. So 3 by 5 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 plus 1 by 7. So 3 by 5 multiplied by 7 7s are 49. 49 plus 1 is 50. So 50 by 7. Now this 5 and 50 both are divisible by 5. So we will divide these both by 5. 5 ones are 5 and 5 tens are 50. Okay. Now 3 tens are 30 and 1 sevens are 7. So 30 by 7 is our answer. Okay. Now let's come to E part. I have taken E part instead of C part because in this both the fractions are mixed fraction. Okay. C, D and F part you will try to do yourself. Now let's come to E part. So 7 multiplied by 4 plus 6 by 7 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 plus 1 by 2. Okay. Now 7 fours are 28 and 28 plus 6 is 34. 34 by 7 multiplied by 2 threes are 6. 6 plus 1 7. 7 by 2. Now this 7 and 7 both are divisible by 7. So we can cut them by 7. 7 ones are 7 and 7 ones are 7. Now this 34 and 2 both are divisible by 2. Both have common factor 2, so we can divide this 34 and 2 both by 2. So 2 ones are 2 and 2 17s are 34. Right? Now the remaining part we have is 17 by 1 multiplied by 1 by 1, which is equal to 70. So this is our answer. Right? So children, again rest of the 3 parts you will try to do yourself. Okay? And we have completed this exercise today. So that's all for today children. Thank you so much. Goodbye.